It started on a rainy Thursday night. The streets were empty, slick with rain, reflecting streetlights in jagged patterns. Every sound, the slap of tires on wet asphalt, distant sirens, the whisper of wind made my skin crawl. I was walking home alone. City lights flickered like weak candles, and then I noticed it. A shadow lingering at the corner of the alley. Primera frost? It didn't move like a person, but it wasn't entirely still either. Its presence felt deliberate. I shook my head. Maybe I imagined it. I whispered. The rain tapped lightly on my umbrella, but it stayed there, waiting, partially hidden, almost blending with the darkness. I continued walking. Every step echoed unnaturally loud on the wet pavement. The shadow didn't move, yet I felt it shift. I tried to look straight ahead, pretended it wasn't there. But from the corner of my eye, it was following, not walking, not running, just present. I reached my street. My apartment was only a block away. Relief started to creep in, then I saw it again. In my peripheral vision, closer this time, I quickened my pace. Keys shaking in my hand, heart hammering like a drum. I fumbled with the lock. I rushed inside. Locked the door behind me, leaning against it. I tried to calm down. Maybe it was exhaustion. Maybe the storm played tricks with shadows. But something in me knew it wasn't. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw it, waiting at corners, just out of reach. The next day, I told a friend. Stress, they said. Sleep deprivation can do strange things. But that night, I saw it again, peering from the corner of my bedroom. A dark silhouette, completely still. I tried filming it. Camera on the nightstand, recording all night. Nothing appeared in the footage. Maybe I imagined it, but every night, it waited. Always at corners, where my eyes didn't want to linger. I started avoiding corners, walking in the center of rooms, turning off lights before it could appear. Nothing stopped it. It seemed unstoppable. No one could explain what happened. Some nights, I swore it leaned closer. Some nights, it vanished entirely. Maybe it was never meant to be understood. I asked neighbors if they'd seen anything. No one had. Some said it was a trick of the storm, or a flicker of city lights. Some say it's a glitch in reality. Maybe it only appears to certain people. Maybe it's harmless. I left a light on in every corner of the apartment one night. Cameras rolling. Nothing appeared on screen. I slept lightly. Every noise magnified in my ears. Dreams of shadows crawling along walls. Waking up, I felt a weight at the foot of my bed. Weeks passed. I started noticing small things. Objects slightly moved. Lights flickered. Footsteps echoed when no one was home. The feeling of eyes in corners never left. I installed more cameras. Nothing appeared. Yet the sensation remained. Neighbors moved out suddenly. One former tenant left without explanation. No one knew where he went. I thought I was imagining connections. Maybe it was my mind, filling in shadows and shapes. But the feeling in corners intensified. Sharper, heavier. Even outside, every alley felt too dark. Every doorway seemed to stretch, bending just beyond vision. Every intersection I crossed made my stomach twist. I felt it, waiting, just in the corner of my eye. Patient, silent, like it knew when I wasn't looking directly. I tried meditating, grounding myself, focus on reality. Breathe, ignore it. Sometimes it disappeared entirely. Other times, it seemed to multiply. Corners filled with darkness, shapes stretching unnaturally. I recorded my entire home. Every camera angle, not a single shadow appeared on footage. Maybe some corners are safer left, unexamined. Maybe some questions aren't meant to be answered. Maybe the mind fills in spaces reality cannot explain. I went to a friend's house for the weekend. Cameras off. No shadows appeared. I thought I was free, until I glanced at the corner of the hallway mirror. The silhouette was there, standing, unmoving, just for a second. then gone. I couldn't breathe. My heart raced. Rational explanations failed. Light, shadow, imagination. Nothing fit. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe sleep deprivation can do strange things. I still don't know what was real. Every corner of the new apartment made me pause. I moved apartments, new city, new streets. The feeling followed me. Corners in the apartment. Corners in stores. Corners in alleyways. Even streetlights seem to cast longer shadows than normal. It waits. Always at corners. Watching. Silent. Some say it's harmless. Some say it feeds on fear. I don't know. I've learned to move without looking. Avoid corners whenever I can. Ignore shadows that stretch too long. Sometimes I see shapes in the corner of my eye. Maybe real, maybe not. Some people who entered abandoned alleys were never seen again. No one could explain what happened. Maybe some questions aren't meant to be answered. Even now, I live cautiously. Lights on in every room. Cameras recording all night. I check corners constantly. Hallways, doorways, intersections, even reflections in windows. The feeling is always there. I tell this story on Unblinking because some shadows are better left unexplored. Maybe some questions aren't meant to be answered. The shadow doesn't move like a person, but the moment you glance away, you feel it shift. Like it's aware of your eyes leaving it, patiently waiting. Waiting for the corner you next pass. Always patient. I've learned to keep moving, avoiding corners whenever possible, ignoring dark shapes that stretch too long. Some nights, I swear it leans closer. Some nights, it vanishes entirely. I can never be sure. Maybe it was never meant to be understood. I leave corners well lit now. Even in public, even on streets I know well. Every alley, every doorway, every intersection, it waits. Always at corners. I don't know why. Some places are better left unexplored. Some questions are never meant to be answered. I still don't know what I saw. And maybe I never will. Even at night in total darkness, I feel it. Corners of my apartment stretching further than they should. Shadows twisting at angles that make no sense. I tell myself it's stress. I tell myself it's imagination. But deep down, I know something watches. Patient, unseen. Waiting for the moment I glance away. Even now, I cross the street carefully. I walk down alleys, only in light. I leave my cameras recording every angle. Some nights, I dream of corners stretching endlessly. Dark shapes moving, shifting, bending. I wake up, heart pounding, and see a shadow where there should be none. I still don't know what is real. Maybe I never will, but some shadows are better left unexplored.